They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
It's partially torn off, but the segment that remains reads property of and the letter U.
It's probably UCLA.
But what if it's property of the U.S. government? There's a national helium reserve in Amarillo, Texas. If this was stolen from there, it reads to a federal crime.
Let's not jump to conclusions. A lot of things start with U.
It's true. U.S. Air Force, U.S. Department of Defense, U.S. Navy. You and I are going to jail.
Listen, we can do the experiment as planned and beat the Swedish team to the punch, or we can kiss our dreams goodbye because we're too afraid to break a few rules.
Making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has got to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
And the defense, all eyes on him. That would be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne. He was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw its balls. Unloads it downfield. Makes a catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to...
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that you know, just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
I've been thinking.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll start this drive firing. Grab behind the line. It's Paul. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see...
Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
There's a hit. And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Schuster. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air. It's Smalls. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick toss. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. He'll return it from the 50. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Schuster. Bulldozes his way through. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They just keep firing. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Toss sweep right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Smalls. This time he's got it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide open
of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Smalls. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up into 26 for the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the D deny them on second and goal. 8th play of the drive coming up. Got it back on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Smalls. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fielded in the end zone, it's King. And the returner is stopped. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. When you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge. It's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Smalls. This time it's complete. Hits the afterburner. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badger. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Smalls. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The hand to the running back. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all year.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Smalls. Fires it. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The option look. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here's the handoff. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nestled just inside that right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Pulls it in. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to run it. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The running back has it. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Smalls. Punch it out of the air. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turning on the jet. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Quarterback takes a knee.